our country should stop borrowing money from other countries and borrow from you because you have the money. But you can only give us the money if you are sure we'll give it back to you. And if it will be spent prudently for the benefit of the country. And those are the things that we want to form the government together, so that we can have very practical programs that satisfy what you want. I have said, and I said in Texas, that you guys, going forward, working with us when we form government, we want you to form a very strong diaspora bank for your money, for your investment here, with branches in Kenya and all over the world. You guys have sufficient capital to start a big bank, and you have the right personnel to run that bank professionally. And you see what will happen. If you have a diaspora bank with branches in Kenya, all the properties you have bought in Kenya, you'll use them as collateral to borrow money from that bank and invest here in America. But as it is today, all the plots and the land you have bought in Kenya cannot help you, because you are borrowing here from the banks here and they cannot accept Kenyan titles. Again, we need a discussion with you guys on how we vet developers and people who build houses for you and who sell you land, so that we eliminate the crooks who keep on conning you from time to time. We want to have a conversation that it is immoral and wrong to have double taxation. You cannot be taxed in America. After paying your taxes from your savings, you send money back home and then it is taxed again. That is a discussion we are going to have, so that the money you remit home must be exempted from double taxation, because you have already paid tax in your country of origin where you are working. We need to discuss, how do we encourage you to save at home? Can we have an incentive-driven package where we give you an interest rate that is higher than what you have here in America, so that you have the motivation to save your money back home, so that this money can be available for on-lending to other people and for government work, and your money is earning a higher interest than your country where you are working. So I'm saying, I have come to start engaging with you. I don't want to engage you when we form government. I want to start this engagement mapema. So by the time we form government, because we are going to form government, already we have a plan in place for implementation. And that is why I want to create a mechanism for engagement with you people the way we are engaging today, so that we have a way we shall be engaging, so that you tell us what you want us to do. We also benefit from your experience in a country that is working. Devolution here is working. You know, I was here last night, it was raining. When we came out, you cannot even know it has rained, because the drainage works. Huh? Kwetu ikinyesha hata hutaki kwenda nyumbani, because you are sure you need a mkokoteni to take you to your car. You know, we were here and it rained very heavily. By the time we went outside, you cannot even know there was rain. We need to learn from the best. And that brings me to the question of the involvement of diaspora in running government. It is my intention that we work together so that you are part of us and you become part of the decision-making process, so that we benefit from your experience in a country where things are working. To start with, the embassies across the world, it is my conviction that we'll get the best service, consular services, if you have people who have worked here in America for 30, 35 years running our embassies. Yes. Yeah? We would get the best investment opportunities if you have people who know what the Americans want in the embassy, because you know their strength, their weaknesses, their preferences, and where we can do business together. I mean, an ambassador serves for 4 years. So when you appoint a politician from Nairobi to come to Washington, he takes 1 year for us to know his way around here. Exactly. True? True. First 1 year. Yes. Where do I take my children to school, hospital, nini, 1 year imeenda. Second year, start making friends with the Americans here. Imeisha. Mwaka ya tatu, kujua Wakenya wanakaa wapi. Before he can even now start working, he is on his final year. Isn't it? But if you have somebody who has stayed here for 30 years, already who has a home, we simply walk to the office and start working without wasting any time. Ataletwa tu Nairobi, there is a course there, kufundishwa kukula na uma nini, already you know. Okay? So even that course you'll be exempted. Sindio? You know, they come there, how to hold a wine glass, nini, what table manners, nini. So you guys, those things you already know. Yeah? So nafikiri, you only come for that course for 2 weeks to understand your reporting mechanism. How will you be working with the PS? How will you be working with the president? Those are the little things mtafundishwa wiki mbili tatu. But all the other things here, you know. Isn't it? So it's my intention. And that is a promise I'll keep. Because it costs me nothing other than good manners to keep that promise. You guys are already here. You have the papers. Mumesoma. You know the place. You know your way around. You know how to use a fork and a knife. Sasa iko shida gani? There's no problem. Number 2, I have said, I also want you guys to come to the National Assembly and help us make good laws. Yeah? I want you to come to the Senate and help us make good laws. I want you to come to the county assemblies and help us make good laws on devolution. So, I want to appeal to you, wale munaweza, muende nyumbani, mupiganie viti. Lakini on top of that, we shall nominate one person from Diaspora to go to the Senate, another one to go to the National Assembly. Yeah? And in the counties we are strong. At least every county assembly we have one person from Diaspora to come and help us to make good laws for devolution. Because devolution is working out here. And we want to borrow from people who know. Again, we'll also want you to come and serve in the national government. Let us have 1 or 2 PSs, wako pale. Let us have a cabinet secretary, ako pale. Let us have people in parastatus. You guys have the necessary expertise and experience. And I think for any leader who wants to make a difference, it is foolish not to utilize the available capacity for the country. And you guys have all the necessary capacity to assist the president to run a country successfully. So these are things that we want to do, and we'll be able to help each other. Again, I said when I was in Texas that we'll have to add 2, 3 consulates across this large country to help. I think asking everybody to go to Washington or Los Angeles is a bit too hectic. So we'll add 1 or 2 or 3. Again, we'll introduce mobile consular services so that we have people coming here for a month. They issue IDs, passports, they go to another state. That is something we can be able to do so that we make it a bit reasonable and cheaper for you to access consular services by bringing the services where you are. I am a strong believer. I am a very strong believer that it is our business to take the government to the people, not the people to the government. It is us to take the government to the people. We will bring consular services to where you are, because that is the right way to do things. So, mimi sitaki nizidishe hapo. I want to say, because I have found a few questions that have been written here, I'll go through them and I answer them, because I believe in participation. I don't believe